What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video, another day, another dollar. We're going to be breaking down our futures contract, kind of review a trade today that went south for technical or due to technical difficulties with the TOS, Thinkorswim, Schwab, piece of shit trading, uh, account, not necessarily accounts, but their platform went to shit this morning. As most of you guys know, they were having issues with their login process, technical difficulties, which made trading this morning very difficult for me. Uh, I am moving my funds. I have retrieved my funds from this account. It is now sitting in the bank, and I'm currently waiting to have that transferred to another broker. I think I'm gonna go with Interactive Brokers. We're gonna try them out for a little while. As far as the trading goes, I think that's who I'll go through as far as the trading goes. And then I'll continue to use TOS as far as their charts, but they will no longer have my services as far as a trading account goes with funds. And I'll explain the reason why. So this morning, obviously, they had technical difficulties and the market was looking short for me. All right. So we got below the open, right? We had filled all these sets of single prints that got into the lower distribution from yesterday. We had taken out the overnight low. So if we go to our 15-minute chart here, you can see where the overnight low was prior to the market open. Let me pull that up. Overnight low prior to the market open was right here at 53.50. Okay. Market opens up, we take out the overnight low. So I am looking to get short because we have the overnight low and we had taken back the trend day from yesterday. Keep in mind, yesterday was a double distribution day to the upside. Buyers wanted to open above 53.57. Sellers wanted to open below it and get into the lower distribution, which was all of A's range. Essentially wanted to get below 53.50. So I was looking to get short this morning. So what did I do? I got short the 535 puts, okay, in SPY. I got them at $1.90. I had a couple contracts on, was decent size. It came in, all right, and as it was coming in, I was waiting for it to take out the previous day's low. I was looking for it to take out this 53.41 and see what kind of extension we get and see if we come down and maybe test the lower end of our balance, which is down here at 53.06. See if we test the lower end of our balance, and not only the lower end of our balance, but the lower distribution, which is right in this area, right? Wanted to see if we came down, fill this small set of single prints, and got into the lower distribution from that trend day up on Wednesday. So that was kind of more or less what I was looking for. As that happened, my account kicked me out. I could not log back in. And then after several attempts of trying to get logged back in, I had to call the help desk. And by the time I got off of hold, which was about 45 minutes later, the market had rallied and we were sitting up here at the highs around 53.61.50. I had a conversation with a lovely gentleman who basically told me to go fuck myself because I was trying to get them to fill me on the contracts that should have been filled at the very least at the previous day's low down here at 53.41, which would have been in the money. And if we go to the contracts that I was trading, we'll pull up the contract chart. This was the contract that I was trading. This is the first two 15-minute bars. I got in on this push up right around here, right? 190. The high of that contract for that 15-minute was 211. And then by the time it took out the previous day's range, which was around $2.80, $2.90, that's what I was trying to get them to fill me at. I was trying to get them to fill me at the price that was hovering right around there instead of filling me where we currently were sitting, which was right around $1 to $1.07. They refused to fill me at that price, even though I could not exit my position due to the call volume and the wait time. Could not log into the account. So nonetheless, had to take the loss, and I told them they would no longer have my business because they wouldn't fill me. Now this happened 2 years ago. Similar issue happened 2 years ago. I contacted the help desk. They actually filled me at the price that I wanted to be filled at. This guy refused. His supervisor refused to tell him to fill me at where I felt like I should have been filled at had I been still able to trade. Obviously, I was looking for a quick move below the previous day's low, looking to see what kind of extension, and if we came in, I was going to take that contract off. That contract, at the very minimum, should have been sold at around $2.80. They would not fill me, so I got filled at $1.60. Took a pretty hefty loss on the day, and that was that. Closed it down. Didn't do anything else. Still couldn't log in to my account until right around about 1 o'clock today. I was finally able to get into my account, which was very, very frustrating. So moving the trading account elsewhere. However, we will still use the charts as far as their platform goes. Their layout is, one of the best out there, so and I like it a lot. So just shit customer service. As far as trading goes, I'll try to find somebody else, guys. If you want to know about TOS, that's what you're going to get. TOS is absolute dog shit. Don't use them. Or excuse me, Schwab, more or less, when it was just Think or Swim, TD Ameritrade before the merger, did much better. All right, sorry about my little rant there. Let's go over what happened today. So, what's going on here? What do I have marked on my charts? What do I have marked on my charts here? Well, what I have marked on my chart is the balance area that we have been trading within, or the consolidation area, the channel, however you want to talk about it, however you want to view it as. That is what we're looking at. We're looking at the balance high, which is right here from Friday's high of 53.8550, and then Wednesday's low 53.0650 is the bottom of that range. Okay, so we've been trading in this range for the last several days. Very positively, nonetheless, we've been trading in the upper distribution from Wednesday, finding really good acceptance up here in that upper distribution. Each time we've kind of dipped our toe below it, we've gotten rejected out of. Today was a very good prime example of popping out of that trend day up from Wednesday that we had, right? Every time we've dipped our toe into the lower portion of the upper distribution from Wednesday, it has been a buy signal, essentially. Very, very positive for the buyers there. So each time we've gotten there, it has resulted in a nice push back up. That happened today. Nonetheless, we traded to the top of the range today. Missed getting the all-time high by a tick. Today's high was 53.8525. Missed getting that by a tick. What else happened today? Well, after opening and driving lower, getting the overnight low and taking out the previous day's low, taking back the double distribution and trend day, also coming out of an inside day to the downside. Okay, remember, yesterday was an inside day. We never took out Friday's low. So Monday was an inside day, stayed within inside of Friday's range, which was from 53.41 up to 53.8525. Was an inside day yesterday. Well, we looked below that and clearly failed to find any traction below 53.41. Inside day down failed, right? Usually whenever you have an inside day, you want to go with the trend, or go with the direction of the breakout and monitor it for continuation or lack of. In this situation, there was very much so a lack of continuation. As we took it out, got about almost a full 10 points out of it, not very much, about 8 points on the downside, and then rallied back up. Once we got back inside the previous day's range, it was game over for the sellers, as there was nothing but short covering and momentum buyers. They kind of stepped this thing back towards the highs, trapping a couple momentum buyers up here, which eventually shook them out. We get an afternoon pullback low here around the 53.50 level. That has been a very key level for a lot of days here recently. 53.50 has been the key level here. So I'm going to keep that as an eye on moving forward. However, tomorrow's FOMC and economic data coming out should or may skew that a little bit, but 53.50 has been an excellent hold here. We got a hold there the day, and then we rotate up, creating another double distribution day to the upside. and holding trend with 1-2 sets of single prints and a double distribution day to the upside. So just very impressive by the buyers. Each time we pulled back has been a result in a pretty positive outcome. We go out with an inside day up, an outside day up, and a double distribution day, but could not get the all-time highs in the very last couple minutes of the day, which is just kind of funny in my opinion. So tomorrow, what do we look for? Well, tomorrow we want to see how we react to this area up here, right? Come tomorrow, we want to see how we react to this area up here. All right. We want to see, how does this area hold tomorrow? Well, why is that? Well, one reason being it is the upper end of the or it is the upper distribution for today, right? Upper distribution being from 53.70.50 to 53.85.25, right? So about a 15-point range. So buyers want to open up above 53.70.50, want to open up in this upper distribution here. If they do, very, very positive thing for the buyers. And then obviously we look to see if we get above the previous all-time high here at 53.85. If we do and we find acceptance, this thing could get moving to the upside, especially if the FOMC decides to have a rate cut announcement. If they do that, then this market could become very, very bullish. Another thing is, if we do not hold up here, we fail to hold up here, and we reject out of this upper distribution, well, you're going to come down into this lower distribution here, and you'll test this 53.50 level right here, right? You'll test that 53.50 level. You get below that, you will have already been in the lower distribution from today, which is this range right here, right? Buyers want to stay out of this range. 53.50 must be a hold tomorrow and reject out of that. If not, things could continue to get ugly. If we reject up here, we find acceptance in the lower distribution, do not hold 53.50, we take out today's low, you will most likely come and visit this end of the range down here at 53.6 or 53.06. So any rejection up here, any weakness below 53.70, below 53.70, you'll come down to 53.50. You find any weakness below 53.50, you will come down to 53.30. You find any weakness below 53.30, you will see 53.06 on the downside, and that is where you'll look to see if you have a hold of the lows down here, of the balance low. If we hold the balance low down here, right, this is a very big support area. Buyers should step in down here. If we find acceptance, or if we begin to find some type of consolidation and bounce off this level, it'll be very, very positive for the buyer. So for me tomorrow, if we push down to this 53.15 level and hold 5,300, essentially that is going to be a good long opportunity in my opinion. If we reject out of here, we'll not be touching anything until if we come down to see if we come down into this level. All right, let's mark today's destinations. As you can see, we took back all those single prints from yesterday. Took them back pretty well. Got below the previous day's low. Got into the single prints, still holding this small set of single prints from the 5th. We took away 3 points of it before getting a bounce out of it. So very, very positive response there for the buyers. So 53.50 or excuse me, 53.34.50 is today's low of day. Today's low of day, where the single prints start as well. So we want to see us open above 53.70 tomorrow. All right. Let's mark today's high, which is a poor high of 53.85.25. See how we react up here tomorrow. Also, I absolutely hate how long my videos are. I don't. If you're making it to the end, I do appreciate it, but I highly doubt anybody's ever making it so far. not going to call it a price spike. We only spiked up by 4 points. We have the single prints that start right here at 53.70.50. $370.50 single print start is the lower portion of the upper distribution. I don't know why I keep typing 5. It is July or June. Birthday's tomorrow. I won't even be able to trade on my fucking birthday. Single prints fill at 67. I'll mark those. So if we do take out 53.70 tomorrow, we'll look to see if we get an initial responsive bounce off of 53.67 for the single prints fill. And then if we do not, you will come and get into the single prints here at 63.75 where the next set start. And they fill right here at 62.75. Single prints fill 62.75. So any acceptance below 62.75 tomorrow, you'll be in the lower distribution from today. And then there's literally nothing until this afternoon pullback low right here at 53.50. We hold 53.50 tomorrow. Very positive response by the buyers. Afternoon pullback low. And it is a textbook afternoon pullback low because we have single prints above us. We have single prints above. We went trend after this afternoon pullback low. So that's going to be very, very central tomorrow for the buyers to hold 53.50. You get below that, you'll go and test today's low at 53.34. Fill the single prints at 53.31. You get below that, you will continue to push down lower. And we actually do still have this very small set of single prints here at 29. And then they fill at, what is this high here? I don't know why. 28. So small, very small set of single prints still get filled down here at 28. I don't know why I don't have that marked. Any acceptance below essentially 53.30, you will come down into our balance low 53.06. All right. Now, real quick, let's look at the larger time frame. Let's just look at the daily. All right. That's going to be our primary focus. The monthly's one time framing up, the weekly's one time framing up. So the most likely scenario is that we begin to one time frame up on the daily, right? We take out last week's high, the one time framing up on the weekly continues, and then we want to see good extension above the balance high for the daily, right? So we want to break out of this consolidation. However, we have the 20-day moving average right here at 53.21. All right, 53.21 is where the moving average is located. The 20-day moving average is located right there near our balance low. So if we reject up here, come down, maybe find some support, some buyers down here around the 53.06. If we reclaim 53.21, I think that's going to be a very positive sign for the buyers. And then you'll most likely go and retest the balance high on that end. Once again, I'm still waiting for that opportunity to get a pullback, see if we hold around this level. If we do hold around this level, so let's pull this back up, pull back up this 30-minute time frame. So 53.21 is where that 20-day moving average is. Let me pull that up on our chart here. So there's our 20-day moving average right there, 53.21.25. So essentially what we're going to be looking for tomorrow, obviously if we open above 53.70 and we push up, daily's one time framing up until obviously FOMC can kind of skew that. If we reject out of there prior to the FOMC and we pull back and we hold above this uh, lower distribution here that starts at 53.28 and we hold above the 20-day moving average, I will look to potentially get long, especially if after the FOMC we pull back down here and we've been holding this area during the FOMC. I think I'll definitely get long a swing trade on the upside. Actually, I won't because my account isn't funded yet. So until then, but that would be an excellent trade in my opinion. You use 53.0650 as your out, or slightly below it, maybe 5300 if you get below that. Any more extension below that, then obviously you will be one time framing down on the daily. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.